Alright, in this video we are talking about factoring trinomials when a is 1. So a refers to that number in front of x squared. B is whatever number is with the x in the middle, and c is your constant. So, in this example we have x squared plus 3x minus 40. The method that I'm using is called the diamond method or the AC method. There's a bunch of different names for it. AC method is probably the most common name for it. Essentially, we have a giant x. In the top of this x, we are going to multiply a and c. Since a is 1, that doesn't really matter. So we're just going to put our c, which is negative 40. In the bottom of our x, we're going to put our b, that's not a cute b, which is 30. So now, we need to find two numbers that multiply to negative 40 and add to 3. So they have to multiply to negative 40, and they need to add to be 30. So let's look at our multiples of negative 40. We have negative 1 and positive 40. We have positive 1 and negative 40. We have negative 2, positive 20. We have positive 2, negative 20. We have negative 4 and 10. We have positive 4 and negative 10. We have negative 5 and 8. We have positive 5 and negative 8. So now we are going to see if any of these add up to be positive 3. Negative 1 plus 40 is 39. 1 plus negative 40, negative 39. Negative 2 plus 20 is 18. 2 plus negative 20, negative 18. Negative 4 and 10 is 6. We're getting closer. 4 and negative 10 is negative 6. Negative 5 and 8 is 3. And 5 and negative 8 is negative 3. So now, looking at all of those, negative 5 times 8, when we added those together, we got our 3. So we are going to take that negative 5 and 8 and fill it in to the sides of our x. What that does is that tells us that we can replace the 3x with negative 5x and 8x. So that's what we're going to do. We have x squared minus 5x plus 8x minus 40. Now from here, we are going to factor this by grouping. You're not sure how to factor by grouping? I have another video that explains that. So this x squared minus 5x becomes x times x minus 5. This 8x minus 40 becomes 8 times x minus 5. I'm going to use another color so you can see it better. So now that x minus 5 is common, so that's what comes in front. And then we have x plus 8 left over, so that goes in our second set of parentheses. And that is our answer. And we can check this by FOILing. So let's check it. FOIL is first, outer, inner, last. X times x is x squared. X times 8 is 8x. Negative 5 times x is negative 5x. Negative 5 times 8 is negative 40. We can combine that 8x and negative 5x to be x squared plus 3x minus 40, which matches our original problem. So we're good. Alright, so now our second example is x squared plus 5x plus 6. So we are going to start out the same way. On the top of our x, we put our c. Since a is 1, we don't have to multiply it. So that's our 6. On the bottom of the x, we put our b, which is 5. So now we need to find multiples of 6 that will add to be 5. So they have to multiply to be 6 and add to be 5. So let's look at our multiples of 6. Since both of these signs are positive, we only have to look at positive values. So multiples of 6, we have 1 times 6, we have 2 times 3. 1 plus 6 is 7, 2 plus 3 is 5. So now from here, we can see that this 2 times 3 gave us the 5 that we needed. So 2 and 3 are going to go in our x. Alright, so now that 2 and 3 tells us that we can replace the 5x with 2x plus 3x. So that's what we're going to do. We have x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6. And now from here, we are going to factor by grouping. So this x squared plus 2x is going to become x times x plus 2. The 3x plus 6 is going to become 3 times x plus 2. So now from here, we can see that we have that x plus 2 is common in both sides. So we have x plus 2 out front, and then we have x plus 3 left over, so that goes in our second set of parentheses. And that is our answer. If you FOIL it out, you'll end back up with x squared plus 5x plus 6. Mouse stopped working.